Hey there, everyone. This is Yui. Welcome to episode 11 of FTB University. Today, we're going to dive deeper into Botania. I hope to get to Alfheim, which means we need the Terrestrial Agglomeration plate and the Runic Alter. So, let's get to it. Alright, between episodes, you'll notice it's a little cleaner in here. I got rid of all these drawers, except for the very few that I need to export. These two export downstairs. And this is actually an import, but I don't want I don't want a billion of it. It's all stored in OneDrive. I've upgraded it. So this is what, 16? Right? 4 times 4. Yeah, so that's 16 polonium pellets right there. It's a lot. Before we get started, oh, and I swapped out all the material. Cleared out the basement some. Cleared out the upstairs some. So it's just a little roomier. I finally have enough. That was my last piece. A portable dashboard. I now own it. Okay, great. Set frequency. Do you require power? No. Are the crafting windows lined up? No, they are not. Okay. That's good to know. I'll forget it, but it doesn't matter. We've got that. Means we can probably grab this. Oh. So, Bissell Fuel. You know how I set up the nice Woot mob farm to get ender pearls, and how inside of the Bissell Fuel setup we have a crusher, and what's it crushing? Crushing blaze rods. So I swapped it out after I finished recording, but basically this setup here with the garden cloches, I just ender chest instead. Take off my magnet ring. So the logic here did not change. All that changed was this. I just swapped this out, put this on there, and it works as expected. Actually, the logic did change a little because I added 7 more endo flames. To go about that, all I did was I came in here, all the way at the end. I'm doing 1 transfer rate per flower that's eating. And so it's working very well. I've got a good amount of mana. It's not even because I've done quite a bit of resource gathering just in case. But it's working great. I would love to swap it out. And I don't think I'll get that far today. I want to get to the Kekimurus, which eats cake. Because we can automate cake, technically. Actually, I need more polonium, but we can automate cake. Alright. I saw this, and I've never used a corporeal network before, so I will visit this place, just not yet. It's actually not even unlocked yet. Okay, Runic Alters first. Very simple. In recipes that can use either a diamond or a pearl, I'm going to use pearls. I've got way more pearls than I do diamonds. So, there we go. Done. Actually, you know what else should be good? Does the quest book cover sparks? I don't see sparks. Because these aren't sparks. Well, that's okay. And it does help if you spell it correctly. I went ahead and I grabbed a ton of blaze powder from the blaze rod crushing. Oh, use a couple yellow. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8? Yeah, 8 sounds good. Clear you out. Let's get a little more living rock. We need 2 of those. Not now, that's for later. This is good. And then so let's actually... Oh, that's right, we can't yet, but the Terrestrial Agglomeration plate. This is what will allow us to make Terrasteel. We need runes. Oh, all these guys. These are just... Let's go set this up. Okay, so sparks go on your mana pools, and they'll help transfer mana around. We do that, and it'll show you which ones they're connected to. We set up our altar. I believe we can give this a spark, but in case not, we'll just use a spreader. Because do you? No, okay. You don't. There. Now it's good. Alright, so we need to craft... Oops. All of these guys. It's going to be... All of them will use... mana powder, mana steel, and living rock. Then the other ingredients are what change. So this one's 3 more mana steel plus a mana pearl. Like here, fishing rod, sugarcane, bone meal. All that good stuff. Let me go... and that's how much mana it uses. Let me go grab some materials. And I'll show you how to craft them before I make another cut to craft a bunch of them. Alright, so I'm going to try this again because it keeps failing. But I've got 2 mana pools here. When I started, they were pretty low. Now they're half and a little more. They're just being fed by a couple spreaders. These will be for the portal to Alfheim in a little while once we get that far. Here's our altar. And here's most of the ingredients. I'm tired of recrafting runes, so we'll just hide that. These were the ingredients to craft 2 sets of each, but I keep failing, and thus I keep restarting. To give you an idea, rune. There, I've got 10 fire runes, so that's 5 times I've tried this, or 4 at least. So these are the crafting ingredients in sets to make fire, air, mana, earth, and water. These are the 5 basic runes. So this is going to be an input chest because we're going to automate it. Now, the rest of this junk in my inventory is for automation purposes. So we're going to need the altar. Under the altar is going to go a dispenser facing upward. Inside of that dispenser is going to go a second wand of the forest. This will be used to trigger the crafting operation when there is a valid recipe in the altar. So that's these 5 items plus a living rock on top. Now we've got a hovering hourglass, which is cheap. It's just 2 pieces of glass, 1 piece of iron thrown in mana, and then 4 gold and 2 redstone. I'm going to drop that here because I need an extra side. So that's going here. That's going to feed into this redstone dust. This dust does not interfere with the spreader, from what I can tell. I haven't fully tested it, but we'll see. That's going to feed into a block that has a redstone torch on the other side. So now when this pulses, it's going to trigger the dispenser, and it's going to turn off this torch for a moment. This torch is going to feed into a setup that's a factory dropper with a hopper on it. So that'll allow 1 item through the system each pulse. On top of the hopper is going to go our input chest. We could pull off the cardboard box for now because it's locked by the torch. For extra security, we're going to lock it with a lever. This will allow me to manually turn it off just in case I need to adjust it, which I probably will. Okay, so Hourglass gets sand. Once it triggers, it'll trigger this, which will trigger the dispenser, turn off the torch, which will allow the hopper to go. It's currently blocked by the lever, though. We're going to turn that off because it's annoying to hear. That's half the input done. The other part we want to do is we want to stop inputting items into the altar while it is crafting. We can do that with a comparator. So this will let out a redstone signal while this is crafting. We can take that signal, strengthen it, and feed it back up. Well, if this were off, it'll look like that. But since it's on, forces it locked. So this will lock the hopper while it is crafting. The problem is the chopper will also have an item in it and will spit it out the next time it goes through the operation. So we want to lock that as well, just like that. So now both are locked while it is crafting or while the lever is on. So now there's no harm in putting the sand in there aside from the ticking. So input is done. Now what we got to do is we need to pick up the items. Originally, I had it... No, give that back. Here. The problem is the altar is not a full block high. And so it doesn't like picking stuff up. So this is a world item importer from Integrated Dynamics. I'm going to place it down here instead and hope for the best. I have not tried this yet, but we'll see. I'm not optimistic. So, world item importer, item interface, output chest. We need a variable storage, and then we need 2 variable cards. Ignore them. I'm just going to overwrite them. So, if you look up runes with F3 plus H on to show hidden tooltips, you'll see that all the runes are Botania : runes, and then / whatever. That means what we can do is come in here, we can get a string, Botania runes, save it, so we have a variable card for the string, and then what we can do is grab a tag, values, and what this will give you is if you pull out, say, your, what is it, is it a panel? I'm going to screw this world up with so many item IDs, or part IDs. Yeah, you can go here. Store the string in here. And then if we show this, it'll show you all the runes. So now it is a list of items associated to that tag, which is perfect. So that's any rune. What we're going to do is say pick up item entities, the list version, and that. So it's going to pick up any rune type. Hopefully. Okay. For ever so slightly added security, I'm going to actually, you know what I should probably do, just so it's a tiny bit nicer, is use trapdoors. There. So now when it crafts, instead of spitting it out too far, it'll just hopefully land here, get picked up by the item importer, and thrown into this chest. Okay. That's it. It's done. Is it working? I don't know. We're going to find out together. All right. So the first 2 ticks are going to load the hopper, and then it's going to load the dropper, and then it'll start spitting items out. If I turn the lever off. Oh no, don't do that. Okay, looking good. Start crafting, and it'll stop spitting out items. This should be locked. That should be locked. Great. Now here's the real test. When this finishes crafting, will it pick up the rune, or is this in a bad location? Please? Please pick it up. Oh, thank you. Okay, so I'm just going to craft up a few of these. Real quick, my recipe for the mana was off. It doesn't take the mana powder. I've also swapped out this trapdoor for living rock because it popped open the trapdoor when it finished crafting, threw the rune on top of it, and that was no good. But this is better. This works better. Alright, the rest of it worked without incident. One thing to note is when you're putting the recipes in the chest, the living rock cannot be the last ingredient. Because once it gets a valid crafting recipe, which does not include the living rock, it'll pause dropping items out. So make sure that the living rock's already out there before the recipe is valid. Otherwise, it'll lock up. I didn't mention that before. Alright, so I've got all of those. We've got a good amount of mana. So it's time to get rid of all our mana, basically. I'm going to, for now, just drop all the runes in here. This is what we need to make next, is the Terrestrial Agglomeration plate. This will use... Oh, we need more mana steel. There we go. This will use one of each of those basic runes. Oh, and my lapis blocks. No. Give them back. Okay. There we go. This is what we need to make Terrasteel. To make Terrasteel, you're going to need... Well, here, it's in the book. It is under... Terrasteel. So you need your agglomeration plate. You need to set up a 3x3 area. So it's quartz and an X plus 4 blocks of lapis. And then it's going to be mana pearl, mana steel, and mana diamond. Let it sit there, and you'll get Terrasteel. Well, and a spark. So let's grab mana. We're going to need... I forget if it's 1 or 2, but I'm going to make like 4 for now. Make sure your ring is off. If you pick up this stuff mid-crafting, you will just have wasted all that mana. All you go away. Okay, so let's set this up right here is good. Like I said, 3x3. Quartz in an X shape. Then the lapis in the sides and the agglomeration plate there. I like standing back and doing this. You can just take your 3 items and you can just right click it. You don't have to throw it. And it'll place it nicely on top. Oh wait. I forgot the spark. There we go. Now we can do it. And then we say bye-bye to all our mana. My bad, it's living rock. I just saw the shiny and thought it was quartz. And then that should be good. Oh, the spark popped off when I picked it up. There. Now we can say bye to our mana. There we go. That looks better. Each one of these will take a butt ton of mana. But since it's split amongst 6 pools, it might not be as noticeable. Like this one's at a quarter. After we craft 1, look at it go. Oh no. It takes a little over an eighth of a tank per, I think. Or is it just taking it from that one? It might just be taking it from that one for now. But there you go. That's how you craft the Terrasteel. Okay, good. It's just taking it from that one. I was worried it was taking it from all of them. Like I said, I don't think we need this much. I think it's only 1 or 3. I forget. It's been quite a while since I've done this. But now that we have that, we can turn 1 of them. Actually, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to pause on that for just a moment. What's it called? This one. Earth Rune. 2 orange, 1 yellow, and redstone root. So let me craft this guy up. I lied. It's this one, the Solagnolia. This will disable the ring. So that's what I'm going to craft. Here it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop it right here. That's fine. That way I can put my ring back on and stop taking it off. This should stop if I take, say, well, let's just throw that on the ground. After a while, usually your ring will pick it up. However, this flower disables that. That means when I run by here, I won't accidentally pick up the fuel. Alright. We need to craft a few things to make... Here's our portal. So we just need a core, some glimmer wood, and then living wood. And we need 2 portals. Does it show it? Or 2 of the pylons in mana pools. So overall you need 6 plus another 3. So you just need 1 ingot to get started. Not terrible. So we need 3 glimmer wood. We need 2 of those, which will be upgraded. Into the Natura. Then we need a core. And then we just need some living wood. Alright, I'm not 100% sure where I want this, so I guess it's just going to go here. Good enough. Alright. You and you. Get rid of the extra material. That's the only problem with the system, is every time you swap out the crafting recipes, it dumps the stuff in your inventory rather than in the system. What is this? This is a 3x3. Yep, okay. There. Knock out the corners. There we go. That's set. Now we need the mana pools. These, as far as I know, they don't have to be placed right there. I just like placing them there. They just have to be within a certain range, I believe. They do, however, require... that. And a spark. And then if we have enough mana in them, which we should, because it only takes, I think, half a pool total, we can right-click the core. And there we go. We've got our portal to Alfheim, so we can swap out some ingredients. The first thing I'm going to do is swap out the book. This can be, as you saw, this isn't my tome. It works perfectly fine. What that'll do is it'll unlock all this other stuff. So it'll show you the different things if you don't want to look through JEI. What we're interested in is, I believe pixie dust is some, probably the dragonstone. I'm not too sure about the quartz, really. I totally forget what I was making. Oh, I wanted the cake. Time. I don't think too much. We can maybe look at that. Hold on. All right, so we're going to experiment a little bit. The first thing we're going to do is craft up good enough. I threw the seed a little early. One of these guys, Kekimurus. The next thing we're going to do is if we grab, so here's how the portal works. You've seen it already. 2 mana steel becomes 1 of the elementium. Yep, elementium. Living wood becomes dream wood, I believe. Then we can use that to craft ourselves a better spreader. Because this flower is pretty good. So I'm just going to drop it back here. Put you on top. And we'll link you over there. And link you to that. And there we go. Now, I've got a chicken and a cow. Just one chicken. I really should get more, but for now, it's just one. I've not tried this before. There's a milking machine. So what we can do... the cow's going to get in the way here. Out of the way, please. Out of there. Okay. And in theory, that should milk them. Perhaps. Milk. It doesn't require power. Oh, care that it's not too crowded in the cow pen. Only happy animals stroll by voluntarily. Oh, so it can't be in front of it. Is what I imagine is saying. It has to walk into it. We'll give him just a tiny bit more room then. Maybe that'll work. I'm not sure how this works. Well, in the meantime, I imagine I just need to make the place bigger then. It says it can push out into a tank, though, so we're going to put a tank there. How is this going to work, actually? We'll find out. You have no side configuration. So, let's grab that. We've already got that guy. You'll hold a seed, some sugar cane, and some wheat. And then we have 2 assemblicators. Let's put one... we'll just put it there and there. So the only concern right now is getting the milk. Couple garden cloches for back. And we'll just put it there. One of them for seeds, one of them for sugar cane. They require power. So do those guys, actually. Is this gonna work? I didn't think so. Let's try that again. You go there. 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 All over the place. Okay, you've got power, 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 power. Well, we need water. Oh, let's move that over. Because water can go in the side there. Or is the water in the front? Oh, water was in the front. I was wondering where it went. Okay, so far so good. I should have an extra tank. From when I set these guys up originally. Hey, water, water, power. Now you need items. If I break you, are you gonna run out real quick? Okay. Let's disconnect this guy. All right. Oh, I need 2 more things. I need this one. Oh, paper, please. Where'd it go? Crafting formula. 2 of them. Okay, this guy will be set. Oh, I need to reset that guy up. Power cable. And we'll put a trash can here. Trash can can filter whitelist seeds. And then can you just pipe into it? Perfect. Okay. There we go. Trash can for deleting the seeds. This guy will go in here. And now what we need to do is set up the recipes. So, sugar. Do you not want to grow on dirt? Do you want to grow on sand? You do want to grow on sand. That's my mistake. Even though realistically it doesn't matter. Just give me one to get jump started. Sugar. Okay. I think that's almost everything. Except for that. Oh, let me make this guy bigger and see if this works. Upgrading it to a 3x3 has gotten me a bucket So that worked. It's just a slow process. I guess I can make it even bigger and add more cows, but for now that'll work. All right, back to these guys. So this guy we're going to set to convert sugar cane into sugar. We're going to stock it so that we can't put other junk in there. Only sugar cane will go in here now. We could set auto mode true, but hang on a second. Actually, it doesn't matter. Go ahead. That'll put sugar in there. We're going to output to the side, correct, auto eject. Run input from the back. And then in here, we need egg. Well, since that's taking his time, we'll just manually get some going. That'll work. Okay. We need one more sugar cane. Why don't you, like, I guess you don't want to auto export? That's fine. Go ahead. And then we need, what, 3 wheat? And then we can make a cake. Encode that. Stock control on. That'll lock these slots to allow only those items in. And auto mode on. Now let's see what happens to the buckets. They go there. Okay, so you will come out here and then let's go that way. Oh, that was the cow going to get milked. I'm like, what is that noise? Insert, sure, and then so export, insert, export, and insert. Oh, wrong one. That might work. No. Oh, wait. It might actually. I just forgot to configure this. Okay, so front, export. Where'd the buckets go? I know we have those ones. Where are the... Oh, they're already up in the crafting grid. Perfect. Then lastly, we just need to set this guy to export. That'll craft the sugar. And then we got to wait for the chicken, and you need input on the back. Oh yeah, it's working. Okay, so we've got cake production. I've got a placer. No. Yes. Continuous ignored redstone, is that what that is? Oh, that'll work. That'll work great. And then just export you. Oh, that just instantly fills. And there we go. We have probably a better supply of mana. And everything's self-contained right here, so we don't have to worry about it. Not like we were running out of blaze rods anytime soon. There we go. We've got an automated Kekimurus. I'll probably add more chickens and probably maybe more cows. I'm not sure yet. It's just a small trickle of mana constantly. But anyways, there we go. We've got through quite a bit today. So that's going to be it for this episode. If you made it this far, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.